So, time for us to give this another try, I think. And we're going to try something a little bit, shall we say, different. This may be considered a cheap tactic. It may not be. I don't really know. But we're going to see how far we can lure these enemies. See if they'll take the bait to come all the way here. I don't think it'll work, considering where they are located and where I'm trying to take them. But it's worth a shot, I think. Let's see how many of them take the bait. Well, we have a decent idea of how far they're going to go. So, take 2 on this, and we should be able to get them to head to where we want them at. I think we hold back here, along with the bodies of the disfavored.
Yes.
And we can lure these guys to us there. I said run, idiot. Now do it. Fuck you. I did not give you permission to attack. And why the hell are all of them following? That didn't happen last time. Reload. Yeah, I know it's kind of a cheap thing to do to reload, but since I was getting hit a lot, among other things, it kind of seemed necessary. Now we'll try again to lure them over to the place we need them to be at. And we're going to have everyone hang out just outside the gate. And then try to rush them.
Yes.
As I think it was 2 of them that chased us the whole way last time around. I could be wrong about that. Random info about the tent, that we don't really care about that random info. And my misclicks, I think. Well, I'm reloading again because we have to time this right to get things working the way I want to. And getting hit like that does not help with timing it right, because it slows us down as we've gotten involved in combat. Sorry if you think I shouldn't be reloading like this, but I'm just retrying to lure these guys over to where the rest of my dudes are at. It's not like I'm retrying to get the proper occurrence and hit a shot correctly in XCOM or anything. So I think it's alright to reload for this kind of thing.
Moving cautiously.
We could try and stealth our way past them, but I don't think that would work out. First of all, and we're gonna save now. not something we can actually do. It's stealth our way past them. I'm taking off the stealth then. God damn it, Tiberius.
On it.
And why are these idiots not chasing us the full way? That's annoying. I need to give it another go. Just have everyone wait there. And Tiberius, dear. I see we've got 2 of them. Or we had 2 of them, then we got a 3rd. It's annoying. I don't know that my attempts to bait less than there are over there into a fight is going to work out. It almost worked, but not quite. I think we need to move them a little closer. About right there should work.
I'd have it no other way.
No, a little further away actually.
Yes.
And we'll give it a shot.
To battle!
And now we've been engaged properly. Titan's touch on Tiberius. Striking iron. Let's actually do it this time rather than with a misclick. And Taratus' call. Fortunately for us, we're only facing 2 of them this time. You can move there. Quill Flurry. And Slice. And you have a wall to break.
At once. I need to try it.
Grave Strike. We have 2 enemies that both need to be dealt with. Now Tiberius, please drink a potion, and please don't die. Lantry. Greater renewal on everyone to make their weapons more awesome. And a Quill Strike. Ebb, you can hit him with a Phantom Bolt.
I need to try a different.
Light of the Grave. And please restore Tiberius' health if at all possible. Thank you so much. Now maybe he won't die. Would be nice. Phantom Bolt.
I need to try a different weapon.
Let's see here. Electric Jolt. Tiberius, potion. And a flurry of blows. Varric, striking iron. Ebb, I think Tyranny's call is in order here.
Who says you can't teach an old guard new tricks?
Seriously? Concealing shadows, Tiberius? Varric hit him with breaking the wall. And Landry, Quill Flurry. Ebb, I think Repelling Blast would work nicely. Or maybe it wouldn't. Grave Strike instead. We can't move Tiberius away. Light of the Grave. And then Mother's Embrace to start drowning his ass. Oh yeah, and Cleave. Everyone else is doing what they can.
Not a problem.
Now an arcane missile. Varric feels up to a striking iron, apparently. Lantry, how about a quill strike? And Ebb, repelling blast would be awfully nice. Varric, drink a potion. I could do without you dropping dead. Oh yeah, and you two can launch an Iron Storm. Ebb, Fountain Bolt.
We can do this.
Now, Tyranny's call. And a Grave Strike. Get them.
How could I?
Tiberius needs some help. Luckily, he has potions. And he has the Flurry of Blows. Varric, you go with Striking Iron. Ebb, launch an Electric Jolt. Now, Arcane Missile. And Mother's Embrace. Let's see if drowning improves his personality. What about some more drowning? That worked out well. I have to say. Worked out very well. And my strategy of aggro them and run away seems to be working out nicely. For this little group. When it comes to fighting enemies that are a lot more awesome than I am. Hopefully that doesn't remain the case for too long. Lantry needs to level up. We'll give him a little bit more wits, I think. And as for his talents, let's see here. Erase the record. Or Arcane Shield. erase the record, so once they hit one of our people hits a certain level, that will make it so that they get healed automatically once they lose a certain amount of health. I rather like that.
Send me your...
Now, we'll deal with him with our usual combination of Flurry of Blows, Striking Iron, Titan's Touch on Tiberius, just to be safe, and Tyranny's Call, followed by Arcane Missile, to be followed by Phantom Bolt.
Whatever you need.
To be followed by Electric Jolt.
Whatever you need.
Or to be followed by Barrack wrecking his face, apparently. Theodore. The lieutenant surveys the unbroken encampment with a dignified air. Nicely done, nicely done. I didn't think you'd stand a chance without our help, but you're tougher than you look. It seemed that Elia fled due north, which means she's taken a real prize with her, a stalwart artifact or knowledge of it. Her fighting force might just be enough to punt through Jacobus and his men. The thought clearly disturbs him. We should chase her down before she has a chance. During the initial attack, several Unbroken were also spotted fleeing north of camp. If you find them, be sure to put them down. We are not going to betray the Alliance and attack them. I'm not that much of an asshole. And it would serve no purpose. As I've explained this before, but that's the thing with Tiberius and being evil. He's not totally opposed to having to be a bit of an asshole. I mean, we work for the Overlord after all, so being a bit of a dick is kind of a requirement. But while he's not against the idea, he rather likes there to be a reason why he's being an asshole, rather than just being an asshole for the sake of it. That is something he's not overly fond of, just being an asshole to be an asshole, or being evil to be evil. He doesn't like to do either of those things. Anywho, we have some enemies here that demand our attention. So let's address that.
I'm on.
Champion.
Now, Ebb, get in close so we can use our little grave strike here. And fight the rest of them.
I'd have it no other way.
Oh, Phantom Bolt. Titan's Touch on Tiberius.
Not a problem.
I hate you guys. Knocking my mage down like that. Talk about rude. Now, a Phantom Bolt and a Survivor. I don't know if it's needed, but it certainly helped us finish that quickly. I'm once again going to save the game, just so we don't have to repeat that and some of the previous fights.
I got it.
In the event of something catching us
Trouble's
off
afoot.
guard. And now we have these couple here that need to be dealt with in the usual manner. So a lot of this, including
I'll
that.
take care.
And electric jolt. Quill strike. Thrust. Breaking the wall.
As you command.
And Ebb, I think he needs to be embraced by Mom. And now, Ebb, you move a little closer for some grave strike action. The rest of you, minus Tiberius, who will be doing some cleaving, can do what you like. At least for the time being. There we go. Now an arcane missile. Let's give him some lessons in manners. Flurry of blows, and Barrack can hit him with striking iron. He also needs to meet our quill friend. After all, we wouldn't want to ignore Lantry. That would be just rude. That would be like what this guy's doing. We'll also slam his ass. Well, I was gonna slam him into the ground like we do with everyone else, but he doesn't want to be.
On it.
Remove the boulder now and save the game, just in case there's something unexpected back here. Just in case. We have 3 enemies back there. Those are the ones in the junkyard
More tallies to the body count.
that we'd have to deal with. No hurries or anything. I'll take care of the Unbroken in this area and then move on and clean out the scavengers.
As you wish.
Now,
I'll be filling that one for a bit.
I'm on it.
get him. This got to be pretty straightforward fight. For the most part, I didn't even need to give any real commands, which is quite unusual. Usually I have to get pretty specific with these
I got it.
to prevent things from going badly wrong.
Ah, idiot. Thinking.
Now another grave strike. Taratus Hall next.
Not a problem.
And down they go. No one's been knocked unconscious and therefore wounded yet, so we haven't had to use up our last bit of camping supplies, fortunately.
Curious. Interesting.
Detecting traps all over the place. There was a trap over there wasn't there? Right. It's blending into the landscape a little, and therefore not showing up to the naked eye that easily. Yeah, I see.
Huh.
Trap detected. Where? Ah, right in front of me. Good thing we didn't move any closer, Barrick, or you'd have been hurt. Badly. That's a sky blade up there. It's only one of them, so I think we have the advantage here, so for once I can actually give my orders prior to engaging. Rather nice to have control like that. It's not always an option.
I got it.
I mean, it didn't do much in the way of preventing them from hitting us or anything, but that doesn't bother me because it's only one person.
Pay attention, kids.
And there we go. That's another of them taken care of. And some camping supplies and healing potions. This is the junkyard over here. And there were 3 enemies in that general area, who we will have to fight eventually. Not just yet, though. We have a little bit of time until then. Once again, saving the game. Just to be on the safe side. I'm doing a lot of saving, I know, but games like this, they tend to have the unfortunate side effect of making me rather paranoid, let's just say. And we're sneaking around behind and our friends here. How nice. And this is definitely going to be a major battle, so I will save. Just in case we end up dying and having to reload. The captain shouts to her remaining troops, "You can take these ironclads. If there is dense and clueless as their archon, they should fall like splintered masts." Catching sight of you, Elia calls out to her soldiers once more. "Reinforcements approaching." "Good to see you here, Fatebinder. Time to cleanse the ruts canyons of the Unbroken taint. They won't leave these canyons alive. My men are ready to die, and we're only too happy to take down as many of you as possible." Lips pressed together in a determined smile. "I have a spear destined for your right eye, and whichever you feel like embracing the void. And we will address the commander of the disfavored. Raven Ash protects. Let's kill this one and take the region for the Archon." For the Archon, Varric snaps to a salute and readies himself for the fight. "Yes, we will honor Ash and his family with our conquest in his name. Prepare yourself for the void, miscreant." Pitiful zealots, the Archon doesn't value your lives any more than I do, so die by my hand and spare yourself the disappointment. She lunges to attack.
Another death.
And we're fighting 2 or 3 of them, including that bitch. So, set things up as I usually do. Tyranny's call. Titans touch Tiberius. Flurry of blows.
This is useless. I should try something else.
Ebb, get closer. And grave strike. Barrick. Attack our friend there. Tiberius, thrust. Lantry can go for them as well.
I will aid you.
Will do.
Now, we can do an arcane missile for your friend over there. And break a wall.
Will do.
Oh yeah, and quill strike. And cleave.
At once.
Can't I hit anything?
Now.
This is useless. I should try something else.
Barrick, go after him. Tiberius, slice on their actual boss. And I think Titans touch on Barrick. He's losing health rather alarmingly quickly. And Elia can have some water around the head. Barrick, you're getting hurt. Drink a potion. Now, Tyranny's call is in order here, I think. And we've got it down to 2 of them. We'll take her out rather quickly. Striking Iron against Elia. Quill Flurry against her. A Repelling Blast. And a Flurry of Blows.
At once.
Grave Strike. We might not be hitting multiple targets, but it's still a powerful attack.
Entirely worthless.
And now, another case of Tyranny's call, I believe.
This is useless. I should try something else.
And she's certainly taking a pounding. Barrick, break that wall. And Tiberius can do a thrusting attack. Ebb can hit her with an arcane missile.
I need to try a different weapon.
And she's going to heal herself. God damn it. I do wish we had some sort of ability to disrupt their healing, because that would make things much simpler. But no, we can't disrupt healing. Not yet, anyways. I hope that's an ability on the level up tree of one of my characters, because it would certainly be handy. Now, launch your respective attacks.
I got it.
How could I miss?
And you can launch an electric jolt.
I I need to try a different weapon.
Barrack, please drink a potion first. And the two of you can start attacking this other target. Since everyone apparently believes Elia is no longer a threat.
I got it.
Oh, she's been downed, eh? Taratus's call. We'll do some of that. Hit them with a cleave. And Titan's touch against Barrack, just so he stays on his feet.
Why can't I hit anything?
Now, we're down to one enemy, and doing damn well in this fight. Surprisingly, I thought I was going to die at least 5 times, to be perfectly honest. Because this is essentially the boss fight for this area, and I've done particularly badly at those in the past in this Let's Play. Remember our fight against What's-Her-Face, the rebel leader in Vendrian's Well? I spent a lot of times dead before I managed to get that fight down. So I figured it would be a similar case here. Now, another grave strike. Another of those. And we have victory. Well, we almost have victory. We have one enemy over here who needs to be made dead. And now we have victory. Good. I'm still alive? Shit, that wasn't part of the plan. The Unbroken captain grunts and squints up at you through a haze of pain. I'm not telling you anything. My secrets, they come with me to the grave. We could always find more creative ways of extracting information. Now that we've thrown a spear into their scavenging plans, we can afford to take our time. Just kill me and be done with it. She levels her gaze with you. We both know I won't bow to torture. You'd only be wasting your time. Let's see. What would Tiberius do? We could break her fingers and try and torture her anyways. Number 3 is right out. We may have the power to make stalwarts suffer, but we're not going to do it unless it serves a purpose, which it wouldn't seem to here. Yes, you're just an obstruction in my path, and I need to reach Sentinel's stand. I don't suppose you're trying to break the edict, are you? No one would go to Sentinel's stand unless they wanted the Regent. Elia regards you with shock. Maybe I had you pegged all wrong. What do you want to know? Don't expect me to hold these wounds closed. You're on borrowed time. You're looking for an artifact, right? Aye, and we've been searching for some time. She glances around with evident exhaustion. A fool's errand, perhaps. Suppose I'll never know for sure. We were hunting for the remains of Regent Aspison. For the war, he carried the steadfast insignia, a cloak pin that was passed down the line of first regents. Her eyes twinkle as she says the name. Remembering herself, Elia grimaces and looks at you with loathing. What is the insignia? It's a cloak pin worn by the first regent, supposed to help you stand tall against. She lurches in pain and coughs up a glob of phlegm. Shit, damn tall against shitty odds. I don't know if it works. I can't think of any odds shittier than the wind wall around Sentinel's stand. Okay. What do you know about Ash's daughter Amelia? Who? Captain coughs into her sleeve and shakes her head. I'm not in the business of breaking up families. That's Kyrus' domain. Outside of Rust Canyons and Iron Hearth, the only ironclads I know of are in Duskwatch. She focuses her bleary eyes onto you, but you'd have taken care of them already, wouldn't you? Bastard. Well, I suppose we can't expect her to like us after we basically crushed her entire operation here. She's going to hate us, and we're not bothered by that. What did you learn about the Regent? We were looking for the body of First Regent Aspison, who was presumed dead during the war. Instead, we found records of his past movements. Final word on the matter is that he journeyed to a breach in the old walls and never returned. Not sure what he was doing in there unless he wanted to unleash the Bane against the disfavored somehow. Dumb shit. He sent a small team led by one of our best, Gregos, to investigate. Like as not, the steadfast insignia is there in the breach. She spits. You never find it. How did a breach form in the old walls, anyways? It doesn't seem like the most likely thing to just happen by chance. She attempts a meager shrug. We've been a little preoccupied with you northern fuckers to waste our time patrolling the length of the country. No, you'll excuse me if I'm shady on the details. My best guess, either the Edict of Storms blasted a hole in the ancient stone, or something blasted its way out. Does either option help you sleep better at night? I thought not. Yeah, she has a point. They're probably focused on getting the Overlord's empire out of Stalwart as opposed to anything technical about how this happened. Now, we'll ask two more questions, and in an order of importance. Who leads the Unbroken? Because we'd like to crush them. Mattias as our captain during the war, but in Stalwart to come, I would see him take on a higher authority. She sighs and looks up at the darkened sky. It's like those brighter days aren't for the likes of me. Last I heard, he was rounding up men in Trapper's Junction, but that was some time ago. He was due to leave by now. He was looking for Dauntless and a sort of unbroken champions. Thought that could rally us, give us hope. She laughs bitterly. How do I get to the local spire from here? We're not going to tell her why, but we're sort of looking into controlling all of those spires if possible. There's no direct road. The breach in the old walls is said to lead to the Ocean Spire's floor. If you're dead set on making the journey, you'll come across worse foes than the Unbroken. You have anything else that you'd like to tell me? While you have the chance? I have nothing more to say. You bled me dry. She hesitates and forces herself to focus back at you. Are you going to leave me be, or what? I'm sorry, but she is with the enemy, and Tiberius is not one to let an enemy live. He really has no reason to. But we're not going to be merciless to her. We will kill her mercifully. Look at the skies, Elia. I think a storm is clearing. Okay, misspeak there. Kill her mercifully. Look at the skies, Elia. I think the storm is clearing. She isn't fooled by the distraction, but she looks beyond you with gratitude. Take the opening to drive a blade through her chest to pierce her heart. She doesn't make a sound. A clean death was as much kindness as she deserved. Well struck. So dies the daughter of fallen Stalwart. Jacomus nods. Good work, Fatebinder. I'll regroup with Theodore and secure Rust Canyons for the disfavored. And we have gained Wrath, with Blade and Mark.